we're so excited because Cora and I have teamed up together to bring you to Toronto once again for our Wealth Mastery program. And tell us a little about how you felt when you showed up in Toronto last time when you were there with us.
Well, number one, I had a lot of fun.
Yes.
You guys they're fun. And then number two, you really attracted a lot of really committed people.
Yes.
That wanted to grow and learn and to bring greater wealth and abundance into their lives, and also to make a difference and to have the resources to do philanthropic things in the world to help end suffering and take care of problems that we have. So I enjoyed myself. The other speakers you had, I sat in the room and took notes as well.
Yes.
So I learned a lot, and that's why I'm coming back. You know, Wallace Wattles in his book, The Science of Getting Rich, talks about you cannot reach your full potential if you don't have enough money.
Yes.
For the education to come to programs like we're putting on in Toronto.
Yes.
If you don't have money to get the best medical care, to pay for courses and tutors and, you know, coaches and all
Yes.
that kind of stuff that you need in order to achieve your full potential. And he believes, and I believe as well, that is our purpose, is to achieve our full potential, to fulfill our soul's purpose, to put it in a spiritual twist. And you know, without the resources to be able to travel, to learn, to take courses, to go to school, to, you know, hire mentors, whatever, you cannot do that. And so it's critical to have enough abundance to do that.
On April 6th, we're putting up this event called Wealth Mastery. So Toronto Women's Club, Private Investment Club, we teamed up to bring this big event, and we're happy to have you as the lead speaker there.
You know, I have an abundance of everything, and I have more speaking engagements than I can take. I have more opportunities to write books than I can respond to.
Yeah, you just told me.
But the reality is, that's a great place to be.
Yes.
And so, again, it's not all money. The love, the intelligence, the sharing of ideas is insane.
Yes.
And that's available to all of us. And it's not just available to people who have money.
No.
You know, it's available to people who will make that a priority in their life.
How important, now you talked about this, how important is it attending live events for people who want to be successful? You know, I mean, I can learn, for example, on YouTube or something like that, but there's something about live events. How important is that? And tell us why.
I think it's critical. In fact, I recently said to somebody, if I had to live my life over, I've read over 3,000 books. I would have read 1,000 and taken more live events. But live events, several things happen. Number one, you and I are both believers in experiential learning. That
Yes.
it's not enough to just talk at people.
That's right.
But that when you can do an exercise with a partner or in a small group, or even sharing in a large group and being, you know, processed, as it were, by the trainer, that's something that can't happen watching a TED Talk or an online YouTube course or something. They're valuable information, but it doesn't Velcro the same level. So there's that part. The second part is when you go to a live event, you're in a room with other people with a similar intention to grow, to learn about real estate or learn about financial growth or learn about self-development, whatever it might be. And so that group field is so much stronger than an individual field. In fact, there's one person that says, it's a physicist, who said that the power of an intention is the square of the number of people holding it at the same time.
Right.
So if you and I are holding the same intention, it's 2 times 2 is 4.
Yeah.
But if you get 400 people in a room, it's 16,000.
Yes.
That's a much stronger field in which to play. Then I think the third thing is the networking that occurs. In other words, if I come to a seminar, I meet people like you.
Yes.
And, you know, we've met John Gray and all kinds of
Yes.
people by attending seminars together.
Of course.
And that network, someone once said your net worth equals your network. And so you're networking with people who are committed to growth, committed to supporting positive thinkers and all of that. So you're expanding the potential
Right.
of everything you want to do and able to use other people as resources and also co-venture with them, partner with them, write books with them, all kinds of things that occur that wouldn't occur sitting in front of your computer monitor. All the speakers have taught me things, and I've studied this for years. I'm 74 years old. There's a new nuance. There's something new. I didn't know that. I should really pay attention to that. I'm going to start doing that. And then if you're just starting out, you absolutely need to be there because you have to overcome your poverty consciousness. You have to overcome internal self-talk about money. You need to learn, become financially literate. Most people are not. And there are so many vehicles that you can use to expand your income, your reach, your network, your influence, your impact.
When you were in Toronto, Private Investment Club, we have doubled the number of millionaires since you know, so it's great. So
let me say one thing in response to what you just said about doubling the number of millionaires. If you want to become a millionaire, hang out with millionaires.
yes,
And so you've got more of them to hang out with than you ever have before.
yes,
So,
I love it.
So when you come, you're going to be surrounded by people that are, for most people, one level up.
Yes.
That are ahead of you, and you can learn from them.
Yes.
What I'm sharing is a system of success. I've trained over 1 million people, literally millions of people around the world, 57 countries, and I've learned what works and what doesn't work because I've watched my students flounder and figured out why we've removed that, and now they don't flounder. So think of it as effortless success. Now, you have to work.
Yes.
So there is effort, but it's not struggle.
I see.
It becomes easy when you know what to do.
Okay.
And that's what I want to be sharing with people, is that system of what those principles and techniques are, how to do them correctly, how to do them in the right order, so that I don't care what your goal is, financial, health, relationships, golf score, whatever, it works. I often challenge people. I say, you may have heard me say one or two of these things before, but ask yourself, are you using them? What's the point?
That's right.
You end up with what I call shelf-esteem.
Self-esteem.
You've got all these notes of good things to do, but they're on a
Self-esteem.
shelf somewhere. They're not being used. I have a cartoon I show in my workshops that basically shows 2 unicorns sitting on a rock watching Noah's Ark drift off in the distance and saying, oh crap, was that today? And the reality is, if you're waiting for something, you're not going to get where you want to go. Your life only changes when you make choices. And so I want you to choose to come to this Wealth Mastery program in Toronto, April 6th.
April 6th, 2019.
2019. Because if you don't, you'll be a year from now, you're going to be saying, oh, I should have done that now. I would ask you a question. Are you where you thought you'd be when you were 25 years old? And if you're not, then you're not doing the things you need to do to get to where you want to go. And you're going to have a whole day of people teaching you how to do the things that get you where you want to go. So take advantage of this literally rare opportunity of these people that are coming together and dedicating their lives to helping you live the life you want to have. So don't think about it. Nobody ever goes home and schedules 7 o'clock. I'm going to think about it. So, make the decision. I promise you, you won't regret it. I promise you, you'll be happy you did.